Hello, welcome to Triggered Care. I'm Alex. Today, I'm talking about a very sensitive topic, but one that I think should be talked about. So, here we go. Hypersexuality after being sexually assaulted. It's not talked about too much. I feel like when people think about rape and reactions to rape, they think about the avoidant reaction of people avoiding touch, people avoiding sexual situations, which definitely can happen. On the other end of it, though, my experience of rape reactions is I seek out sexual encounters afterwards. I get very hypersexual, where I just want sex all the time. And I kind of want to go through that logic and why I think that happens for me, especially, but I've heard people relate to it. So here we go. So after rape, looking for sex to forget about the bad sex. When I have flashbacks of sexual assaults, it churns in my brain to I need to replace those memories with consensual memories. So that's what I do is I seek out consensual sexual interactions to achieve a number of things. More than just replacing the bad memories in my head or trying to, which doesn't work like that. But especially when I was younger, that's kind of how I saw it. Like, well, if I just see so many genitals in the next week, I won't even remember the horrible bad ones in the beginning of the week. It also helped me objectify myself and kind of cultivate an apathy within myself of, well, I don't matter, my body doesn't matter. I'm a sexual object. If it's going to happen to me without me wanting it to, I would rather it happen to me and me wanting it to and me expecting it to. And that fit in line a lot with my self-hatred that I suffered from anyway, and my self-blame and my, like, well, it's my fault. I shouldn't have been there. I should have known better. I shouldn't have trusted this person. So in reaction, I will just try to have sex with nearly every person that I come across so I can be expectant of it and it won't take me by surprise and it won't traumatize me if I'm already expecting it anyway. I've also have had sex with my rapist after they raped me in order to try to reclaim that control and reclaim that memory almost of them raping me and being like, you know what, I'm gonna turn this into a consensual thing so it doesn't hurt me, because it doesn't matter then if I have sex with them consensually afterwards. That just means that I like sex a lot. That just means that I can forget about it. Which, of course, it does not work that way. I have still suffered from flashbacks of the rapes that I've endured. I still have mountains of anxiety around trusting people and actually being intimate with people. Just because I was hypersexual after sexual assaults doesn't mean that I was in a good spot with my body and my body image and my self-esteem in the slightest. That doesn't mean that. It means that my brain was trying to normalize what had just happened to me, and not only normalize it but also repress it in a way by adding so many sexual memories to it, like, well, we'll fill up, and so you won't even know that these bad things happen to you, because you've seen so many different naked people in the last few weeks. Just don't worry about it. Which, I mean, thank you, brain, but also it also brought along a lot of shame and a lot of victim blaming of myself, of like, well, look at that, it doesn't matter. You use your body like this, like, you should expect it to be used like this. You're just a whore, you're just a slut. You're dirty, and you'll always be dirty. So it doesn't matter. It does not matter if people take your body and have sex with it without your consent, because that's what it's for. And giving me that apathetic view of myself, of like, I don't matter. And it wasn't hard for me to do that, given that I grew up in a very abusive household where I got hurt all the time, way worse than any of my adult experiences. And so to have that desensitization of it, of this isn't even that bad. It's not even that bad. And telling myself that I couldn't feel anything about it, because that's what I'm for, and that's the way life goes. Avoiding sex has its own place of like, that really sucks too, as a reaction. I just can't personally relate to that reaction. It's still a valid reaction. Hypersexuality, also a valid reaction. My brain tries desperately to normalize what it can't understand or what hurts it. I'm a bit of a masochist as well, which does not particularly help me out through this recovery struggle, but I have made good strides in managing that and not allowing that to traumatize me anymore. So I just wanted to go over some of that stuff. It was brought up by a Discord lovely lady, and I'm really appreciative of her. She's been very supportive lately for me, along with all the Discord peeps. And I just thank you for everybody who's reached out to me. I know that my videos can be kind of intense at times and rambly at times, but I really appreciate all the support on YouTube, on Discord. It really does help myself with my recovery and just feeling like I'm a part of the conversation, that I'm really honored and happy to be part of that conversation. So I hope everybody's doing good and have good ones.